are you done here, or have your turn here? How far in the game are you? This is the first time I've been here. So I played a bunch yesterday off camera, just like going back and gathering all the stuff that I missed the first time through. And so I'm like just starting in Act 2. And this is, I haven't really gotten to use Verso a lot yet. I've used him for all of like 20 minutes here, just walking around. So I don't need crit rate anymore. So at this point, I think I'm just going to be going... actually, we'll just put it into Vitality. Him, we need more luck. And then I can probably start... I could probably start putting it into Agility to make her a bit faster now. Now that I see how much damage she's not taking. Verso seems like he's going to be fun. I kind of feel like what I may end up doing, I don't know if this is a reasonable option, is maybe, well, what I was going to say is having Verso be like a super strong solo character. Because there's a lot of Pictos that you get that are like, if you're the solo fighter. Oh, wait. I can't do that now that I... Oh, no, I can. Sorry, I had an idea of something that I wouldn't be able to do because of how reinforcements work. My whole line of thing was like, have Verso be a backup character, so for when the main team dies, he comes in solos. But I was like, oh, well, that's not going to work because I know that there's at least one more character that joins us, right? Because in other shops, it said, you know, there's a new expedition you need to find before you can buy this item. So then I was like, oh, well, that's not going to work because now I'm going to have two characters. And so all those single buff, like solo fighter buffs aren't going to work. But I have a Pictos that automatically kills the unit. So I might be able to do that. That being said, though, he actually works pretty well with this Mael build. Now that I know how Perfection works. Can we get the burn? Nice. If Mael takes all the damage for him, then he doesn't get hit and his Perfection doesn't go down. There we go. All set up. The downside, though, is that I really like CL. So this is like, I want to go back to the traditional... Oh, we got one of these here. This is going to be a pain in the ass to remember where exactly to go back to. Do I actually jump down here? No. Okay. Like, I want to go back to, like, the traditional 4-player JRPG. Because, like, I want to use all 4 of these characters, and I can't figure out who I don't want on the team. Alright, we got it anyway.
Let's carve a path.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Again, depending on how you're playing your other characters, like because my Mael,
interesting.
You can set her up to take damage for all your other party members as long as it works the way that I think it works. Right? Like if she jumps in front of him, if she jumps in, oh, that's actually kind of cool for the strategy I was thinking. Interesting. Okay. Right now, the fights are so easy, I don't really care what my Pictos are. I likely should have written down what I had so that I remembered and I could swap them out. And so if she's taking all the hits for him, ideally, I'm thinking that he's not going to lose Perfection ranks. And then I just don't even have to get good. But I really haven't been able to test that out yet. Because so far everybody dies so fast.
Watch out.
Careful, Mael.
Actually, I'm just going to take... Yeah, see, because she jumps in front of him, he doesn't lose rank.
Elements converge.
You're outmatched.
Which makes me happy knowing that there is actually a tank skill. It's weird that that's the only, like, taunt skill in the game. As far as I found so far. Okay, so we can swap all these now. Okay, so first strike stayed on. This originally was what? Probably just go by speed. Or speed and crit rate. Kind of the same thing here. That can be swapped over. Sure, we'll do that. And then exhausting power. This can be switched. We'll go by health. And we'll just put augmenting counter back on. This can be switched. Do that. Okay. Aisha is the 5th character. You're a hard force to have in your main party if you want to get any proper use out of it. 5th character. You're forced to have it in your main party if you want to get any proper use out of it. Isn't that the case with any... Isn't that the case with any unit, though? Maybe I'm misunderstanding what you mean. Jesus, it's a whole other area. Okay. Because, like, don't you need to have any character in the party? Oh, wait. I came from here. Okay, so this is the area I'm going. Okay, well, maybe there's a mechanic that you're trying not to spoil for me. Where it's like... Yeah, I don't know. I'll get there. Once I get it, then it'll probably make a bit more sense. The frick? Dude just got all sneaky up there.
A storm is coming.
Let's dance.
I don't have my reaction time built up for that yet. Completely forgot that was a mechanic. Okay, I don't see any shinies over here.
I'm ready. Precise strike.
Here we go.
With the way that his perfection works, it almost just turns him into a complete, like, auto shot bot. I guess until maybe he, nothing this way. Until he builds up S rank. Wait, what the shit? I've already been here. How the frick did I loop around behind myself? Hey. Okay. In my head, I'm like following where we are compared to everything else. Okay, so this is... Oh, I thought this was the main area. This was just a side area. Did I just completely... Yeah, I just went completely where I already was. So that means I have to go more this way? Get away, get away, get away, way, way. Wait, what the shit? Where the heck am I? Okay, God, stop following me. This is a dead end. Where the frick am I supposed to go? Oh, am I supposed to... Wait, have I gone up these stairs yet? Or is that where I... No, that's where I just came from? No, this is where I just came from. Oh god, I'm so turned around. Okay, so I must have to go... Okay, let's go down to this other flag. Let's see if we can get a better view from down there. Actually, can I get a view from up here? Let me up. It's hard to spoil, so I'd rather be too vague. It's a character class I love. Essentially favorite, but it's annoying. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So is this just a random flag? Is there actually nowhere I'm supposed to go from here? Ah, okay, over here. Okay, that makes sense. Go the direction where the flags are. Durr.
Well, that will help. A storm is coming.
Ah. Man, my L right now feels kind of worthless. But the reason that I say that is just because there's no real reason for her to tank right now. Energizing Death. Who is that on? Who's on you? Once we get to a point where I'm actually like fighting bosses and need to tank, she'll feel a bit better. I'm hoping. But these guys just, you know, there's no real sense to do any tanking. They don't hurt. No, nothing back there. One thing that I think does need to be included. So when you're in the overworld, I think there needs to be some way to get yourself unstuck. So a problem that I found is there's an area that I don't think I was actually supposed to get to. And I basically got myself stuck. I got myself trapped.
Oh, lovely.
And the problem was I got into... There was a fight, luckily, right there. So I could get into the fight. That didn't solve it for me. I got into... Okay, where am I supposed to bring you? Probably not this way. Let's kill this guy first. I went to camp. Camp didn't reset my position. I couldn't activate SGA because I was in such a small area. And I had to reset my save a couple times, redo the fight, and eventually it kind of moved me over the side, or actually broke the box. But, like, because I'm in the overworld, I couldn't free aim, so I couldn't break the boxes. And so that could potentially get people in a not good situation, as it did me. Come on. Come on. I think I would have preferred the game to have a 6th character, so you have 2 full groups that can switch around. Yeah, I can definitely see that being the thing. It definitely feels weird. Oh, okay, you were easy this time. It definitely feels weird having one character that I can't play. Or can play, but would have to, like, switch off, you know? Shit. Okay.
My turn. Here we go.
Okay, well, this one won't be tough to take out. I don't need Mark, I need you burning. Thank you. I think you're dead anyway, though. Nice. God, the game knew that I spent 1 million recoats and it's just like, yeah, take all of these. Which, like, to be fair, I still had 4. But I've always had these mindsets where it's like, even if I have... like, the thing is, like, if you have none, then you have none. But my brain's always been like, man, I have 4, I have none. I don't have any. I can't spend them. Because, like, I need to save them for when I need them. It's like, well, when you need them, you use them. But my brain's like, I can't use them because I don't have any. Okay, I think I explored everything there. So what is this? You may leave. I have no interest in speaking to you. Well, why not? I'm a nice guy.
Emily, Expedition Wolf 41.
It's the Frenchest way to spell Emily I've ever seen.
My bag's getting weighed down from all my kills. Maybe I need to pick smaller trophies. Estelle bagged 7 of those armoured nevs. So I've got to get at least 8 in this next batch if I'm going to beat her. Leah showed me how to double up my weapon pictos. Might not be stable, but the bang's going to be worth it. The painters might be out of our
I wonder if
reach,
that's going to be relevant to
but
us later, that we can
minions aren't.
double up
If
Pictos.
I die, I'm going to make sure I die big. Like Xavier says, subtlety is not our game.
Xavier?
We only
No,
need
that's
to afford it.
Xavier.
So let's...
All right, French lady. You gotta learn how to pronounce your names. Wait, was that a clown? Oh, not even close.
Good stuff.
Oh, that's a cool looking enemy. Wait, is that like a boss character? I guess we'll see.
Perfect.
Healing tints also apply powerful. I don't know that we necessarily need that. Take this. The augmented counter is the easiest one to remember. Oh, that's why, because you have first strike on. Do I not have first strike on our Luminas? I do not. That's why she's not going first. Can I get it? No, I would rather have that. I don't need this energizing start. She already has 1,000,000 AP. Yeah, let's get this. And then I can also put on... Oh, what can I put on? I suppose energizing break, maybe? No, it's augmented counter. Although, actually, that is kind of a waste since my L is going to be doing all my blocking. We'll do power revive.
Let the ink flow.
Burn, baby, burn. Get to that. A Disco Inferno. Actually, yeah. Let's take you out. Take you out.
Here we go.
Easy enough. All right, now what's this burning dude? Anything back here? Nope. All right, burning dude. Burning man.
Perfect.
Let's see if he's actually tough. Sweet for the disco for burn, baby, burn. Oh shit! This is a chromatic. Chromatics are tough.
My turn.
Oh my god, you guys would have been so proud. There is a chromatic, I think it's in the yellow forest, where there's like one chromatic enemy and then there's two guys on the side. They have a spoon and they do like this spin attack and there's no like clear delineation of when it's going to hit you. I had to have my block game on, and my block game was on so good for that fight. Oh my god, I think I did like 48 parries for the full fight. It was sick. Yeah, that's right. What you coming at me for? Mark him up. Let's go. God dang it.
A storm is coming.
All right, burn him. Nope, that's a mark. Burn him. Nope. Burn him. God dang it. 20% my ass. One more.
Elements converge.
Careful now.
No margin for error.
Well, frick.
Ready to strike.
Ready to carry.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
These new attacks are fucking with me. What do you want to do here? I can't flurry. I'll be able to break him next turn. There we go. Ooh, a Lusticin. It's literally just a lamppost. Okay. Plus 1 AP on successful parry. Ooh. Let's get that one going. Okay, so down here is not where I'm supposed to go. We already went that way. Right. Okay, so now we just continue on straight.
Looks like we passed the danger zone. And no sign of your special Nevron.
I don't like her saying that.
I guess we're lucky.
Yeah, I don't like that discussion. That is not a good discussion. Oh, it was a little paint thing. I was like, what the frick just flew out of there? When they're like, hey, we're nice and safe. No, you're not. Okay, so there's one there. Let's see. So there's one more I got. Oh, right there.
Interesting.
Nice. We're up to 5. Oh my god, we can heal so much. There's almost no need to. Yeah, this seems a little bit too quiet. Is there anything back here? Dude, you've got a plunger on your head.
Carla. These siege engines seemed much more powerful in Lumiere. But on this battlefield, next to all these broken bodies, staring at the true size of the monolith, I feel despair. I dare not show my true feelings. As commander, I cannot yield to fear, but I can't help but wonder, is pressing forward the correct course of action? Our lives are forfeit anyway, but is there perhaps a better way to spend such precious coin?
Okay, so there's a flag this way, so we'll go this way. Now give me something good. Ooh, shop. Don't give me some stupid haircut, though. Versus getting in there.
You're outmatched.
Now, do I have to shoot your lamppost? No, I can't even hit your lamppost.
Here we go. You're outmatched. Bring it on.
Verso is definitely the best solo character, that's for sure.
Here we go.
Like, he has everything necessary for a solo build, right? He's got a ton of just, like, multi-hitting things that can apply burn, mark, he can heal himself. A new outfit for Mael. Well, I don't even need these. Polish, I do need these. Obviously need these. I'm going to buy this at this point. Apply inverted on self for 3 turns on battle start. 50% increased damage while inverted. Okay. I don't know if we'll need that, but we'll grab it for now. Increased damage while inverted, you say, huh? But what does inverted do? Is that what inverted actually is? So the 50% increased damage is inverted? I feel like that can't be right. I feel like inverted has to, like, double the damage that you take or something. Yeah. That looks like a boss arena if I've ever seen one. This should actually probably come down. But yeah, I obviously don't want to spend a recoat for that. The 77% is like, is overkill at this point. Actually, I'll probably start going for... Actually, no, she's fast as fuck already. But what I'm going to do... Actually, I'm going to take this, because I don't think... No. I'm going to give her some agility, so that way I can take some of, like, the speed ones and put them on Verso, if needed. Inverted is... Wait, inverted is gold. Inverted means healing hurts you. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. Oh, nice. Okay, so now we can test out Elemental Genesis. Oh my god, what? It costs 4? Okay, well that's a bit better than Lightning Dance. Holy shit, I didn't realize it was that cheap. On you... I believe... Initially, I was working my way over this way to do Sword Ballet, but I think now I'm working my way over this way to get Revenge, like I said. Like, there's just so many builds I want to try out. There's, like, a fire build that's super cool that I want to try out. There's too much shit to try. See, that's the thing. There's too much shit to try, and because it costs resources to respec, it hurts. Like I said, don't tell me this shit about, oh, they're so nice. There's no enemies here. And then open up the boss arena and then start a movie for there not to be a boss.
Hey. You holding up? We're almost there.
Holding up. Everywhere we go, just death. Death and more death. Everywhere we go, just death. I don't want to see that anymore.
Look, my
I
Elliot.
thought you would understand. You said you spent your immortality burying the people around you. Doesn't any of this bother you?
Dude, he can't bury thousands and thousands of bodies.
Gustav's dead. How can you keep going like nothing happened?
We need to continue.
Why do you...
Mael. You know what we must do. When one falls. Come on.
What do you know? What the shit? I called it! I called it! Oh, hot damn. Not only did it break the bridge, I think it broke my game. Hello? I think my game be broken. I think my game is 100% broken. Okay. Well, let's just restart. Oh, it's 100% broken. I can't even close it. All right, let's get this fixed. Literally so strong, it breaks the reality of... It breaks the reality. What if that was the entire game? Like, they were... the developers were like, what? Let's go so fourth wall that we literally just snap the game in half. Man, so it's funny that all of this kind of comes together at the same point. I had never really truly considered this, but something that I've noticed but not really been able to put into words. Jesus, how long is... Actually, this shouldn't send even that far back because I just saved. Is the fact that a lot of movies now, and I guess games to a certain extent, but games have always kind of had this effect to them, is that if you look at movies nowadays, especially stuff that's more commercialized, so the stuff that's not shot on film, the stuff that's shot more digital, that's like directly for Netflix and stuff like that, and like you see the stuff and you can tell what it looks like because it doesn't look real. And I'd never really thought about this, but film grain adds so much to any kind of visual medium. And I know that people, especially like movie buffs, really like film grain, and they're like, God, we got to go back to using film. This digital stuff sucks. And I never really understood why. But I think there was a short, I don't even think it was a short. I think it might have been, whatever. It was on Instagram or YouTube Shorts or something. But somebody was comparing, oh, you know what? They were comparing Happy Gilmore, the original Happy Gilmore, to the new one that's coming out. And how the new one just doesn't look right. Something about it looks artificial. But if you look at the old Happy Gilmore, which Happy Gilmore did it come out in the 90s or was it early 2000s? It just has a feel to it. Like, it feels like a movie, whereas the new Happy Gilmore it feels off. And this game in particular has that quality. All of these cutscenes have that, like, that feeling. You don't necessarily know what it is, but I think that's what it is just like the film grain in and of itself. Because it's not like overly sharp. Right? A lot of video games now, they don't have the film grain, and they're always going for like the best looking game they can possibly get. And this game, I keep looking at it and I'm like, it looks soft. It doesn't look incredibly sharp, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But it just looks so much more tangible than anything else that I've seen recently.
A storm is coming.
There's the burn.
Elements converge.
Oh shit! I forgot to put Genesis on. So I still have Lightning Dance. Build up some AP for next turn. Inverted is a status condition that prevents the characters from being healed. If the character's healed while inverted, they take damage instead. So we basically turned him into an unholy. And the symbol just looks like a ball sack, but you know, that's a totally different thing. Where's the mark? Nope, that's not the mark. No mark, huh?
Here we go.
This will hurt.
Man, her damage is not what it was on this build.
Lightning
And now you're
dance.
dead. Because this skill hits freaking hard. Okay, never mind. There's clearly a... Yeah, I was going to say, there's clearly something here because it's not dying. Oh, yeah, this is his I don't give a fuck stance. Oh, shit. All right, here we go. How many times are you going to attack me, prick? Jesus. The hunt for graphic fidelity and realism in video games is needless. You need to embrace some stylizing. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a point, and that's what I think this game does really well, is just like have that kind of, it looks amazing. And there's definitely some moments, like I'll be honest, the hair doesn't look super great, like in context to everything else, right? Contextually to games on like the PlayStation 2, obviously this looks a million times better. But compared to something like The Witcher 3 Hairworks, it doesn't, it has some like artifacting to it. It doesn't look super great. The depth of field has some issues sometimes, especially with hair. It can't cut it out perfectly, and so you have like these weird blurred edges around their head. But it still looks so much better than a lot of the crap that's coming out recently. But yeah, like we've gotten past the point where it's like, how can we make this look even better? We're already at the point where it's like, it's as good as it needs to be.
On me. Blades sharp.
Okay, so that's that. Let's see here.
A storm is coming.
Oh, so this might be silly, and maybe I'm just missing something here. Does that buff that we just put on it, where she can guard, is there a symbol for that anywhere so that I know she has it active, or do I just have to assume that we're not doing it anymore? I can see we're in defensive stance, but I don't see anything that's signaling like that buff is active.
Watch out, my Al.
All right. I hit the button.
Ready to strike.
What do we have? What do we have for skills here? Let's see if we can get a mark in a couple hits. Nope.
Lightning dance.
Jesus Christ, there's a third phase? Oh, this is a cutscene. I was like, I dodged so good. Nope, I didn't do that. God dang, this is so... Oh my fucking god, this is so cool. Why is that not in the game more? That was fucking awesome. That was so cool. Probably because it would wear off if you did it too much. But goddamn, all right. So we got a new weapon, combo attack. Base attack has 1 extra hit. Oh.
Well, turns out this Nevron wasn't that strong, but you did well. You learn fast.
All this is what we're fighting for.
Dude, there's something else going on in this world. There's way too many bodies for this to be all the expeditions. I mean, there's bodies everywhere.